Okay, welcome back to another Bitcoin halving uh, video for 2028. And yes, we're about to get to the Miggles situation. I just like to cover a few things since this is a journey to the next halving. We have 1,244 days left, and we're in the middle of a bull run, or the beginning. It depends on how you look at it. And so, let's take a look at the dominance chart. And Bitcoin's up 60%, just housing things right now. So, and you got some good news, some news period. I like using the dominance page to scour for news because it seems like it always has something, whether it's like an hour, 2 hours away. And then you got, let's see, 2 hours ago, Japan's Meta Plan announces $11.3 million bond insurance to purchase more Bitcoin. So they got that going on. It's not as big as MicroStrategy, but hey, it is something. Let's see, Miss BTC rallied to 93K. Let's see, I got some meme coins to watch. So this is a nice little, yeah, it's got some meme coins to watch, is correct. So this is a nice page to get your information, just so you know. So Mr. and Mrs. Miggles, Miss Miggles is at a $4,444,000 market cap. I caught this thing around 750,000. I put in very little, very little, and the rest is pretty much history. Start building off it once Mr. Miggles took off. Mr. Miggles, I got back in. Maybe it was a $20 million market cap around there, and I added to it also, and now it is just took off, took some of those proceeds and stuck them on a VFAT, which is an aggregator. Now we can get into that at another time to generate some yield to pay off this furniture. I don't want to cash out until next year because, you know, taxes and all that stuff. But anyway, then I took some proceeds from Mr. Miggles and then I pumped it into Miss Miggles. Now Miss Miggles is worth more than Mr. Miggles. So it's good to cover some of these stories. I thought it would be a good idea to try out Mrs. Miggles. It's not a copycat, for one, which is good. So, and it's like just riding the tailcoats. You got a Mister, you always kind of think of a Mrs. That's how I look at it. Real simple. Are they active? They're active. They're active in their Telegram group. They're, of course, a few levels behind Mr. Miggles, but they got some stuff going on. So an hour ago, they're still posting. They're getting some more like cartoon like content, posting, pushing, and hopefully they will get some more recognition, and which they have because this thing has been going parabolic. It's up 3,000. What? Look at it like 14 days ago. From 14 days ago, it's up 4,000, basically 5,000%. So, and I've been catching it around here. So I've been, enjoying the fruits of that labor from the rest of the community. And it's early on, and it's good to get in early on because you can kind of see how the chart moves. Go on Deck Screener and get a better idea of how this thing works. Well, how trends work in a sense. Just watching some of these charts and the purchases can be helpful when trying to determine. But I pretty much don't like to use Deck Screener too much, but it'll show where it's at. It seems to be steady around that 44 area, and like we said, market cap's there. So yeah, that's rolling. They're active. So I thought it was. I always see these YouTubers. They're like, "Oh, I had Toshi and Brett and all of them at these small market caps of like, like I find 750,000 these rare gems, and then they blow up. For some of those guys, when they find them, they already had like a significant amount of gains to utilize. I utilized what I had also, and we'll see. So, do I plan on holding it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because I can say, yeah, and then like next time I do a video, it could be gone. Because I've done that before with these coins. I've covered them, and then I've sold them, and then got something different. But this is the lineup so far. We got Pepe. It's got a little bit of Pepe on Robin Hood, just cause. Suding has some of that on Sui. That's early in the game, so I figure that Sui should benefit in the long run, and Suding is possible that Suding will benefit also. And of course, these two. And I have some mining hash I purchased for this, and it generates tokens. The market cap is so ultra low, so I need to save my tokens for when it blows out of the water, if it ever does. Yeah. So that's it. I thought I'll cover that. So it's definitely a Mrs. Miggles party for right now. So let's see what happens, Miss Miggles and Mr.